Are you an old hippie, or did you just come to this green stuff lately? I'm an old hippie with short hair, I replied to this young 20-something. I grew up this way on the farm, but we didn't have a name for it back then. Catching water off the roof is not a new idea, nor is growing your own food or having chickens in the backyard. It used to be the way most folks lived, and they weren't hippies. We had cisterns, a garden fertilized with manure, chickens that roamed the property in search of bugs and seeds, and we actually knew our neighbors. They were probably our kinfolks. Our address was Rural Route 4. The Green Movement has rebranded every skill that used to be the normal way to live, as this country was primarily a farm-based economy. There now exists an enormous generational void of basic human survival skills in this country, so it's a bit like reinventing the wheel for us. Luckily, there are many books documenting these skills, and a whole new generation is giving fire to the rebirth of a big common sense movement in America and around the planet. Along with the decline of farms and the move to the cities, common sense was one of the major casualties of the industrial age. The current movement to decentralize labor, food, and fuel is a reversal of a trend that started in the 1950s following the rise of industrialized farming and manufacturing. As folks left the farms for jobs in the city, they abandoned all of the skills that had kept the farms of America populated and flourishing. As tractors and mechanized farming set the stage for cheap food, soon the chemical industry was on a massive push to get every farmer addicted to chemical fertilizers. Bigger equipment, bigger tractors, and consequently massive debt were necessary to keep the new farming model working. In order to expedite the move toward mechanized farming and to ensure that the farmer would never go back to their old ways, tractor dealerships would actually take horses in on trade for tractors and new equipment. Millions of horses were sent directly to the slaughterhouses, actually endangering the survival of the draft horse breeds. Luckily, hobby farmers have kept the breeds alive, and they are currently flourishing. I choose to remain hopeful and positive about the possibility that future generations will be motivated to embrace rational thinking when it comes to housing, consumerism, food, and debt. I believe we can.